everyone, I am Raja Raman. This is a brand new series where we are going to build an application from scratch to finish. So the main speciality of this weekly challenge is to every week I'm going to create a new project, the new application, and also I'm going to create that application in a software cycle. So by doing those kind of stuffs, I hope you guys will understand how you can create an application in a procedural way. So I hope it will be very helpful for you guys. The only prerequisite before taking this series is to have some knowledge of about ASP.NET MVC and web development. So this week we are going to build a note-taking application where you can take your notes, ideas and memos at any time, anywhere, by just logging in, signing up and creating your own profile. That's the whole point. So that's our motto, my motto, so we can build this application. So let's go. This is my project planning. Before starting any application, it doesn't matter the size of the application and the complexity of the application, we need to plan about that application. The first thing that I will follow this kind of requirement analysis, like what we are building. So actually we are building a note-taking application where users can add, edit, update and delete their notes. So, and the next question is who we are building. We are building this application for the people, those who are missing their ideas, just like Spark, and even me. For me, I just lost many ideas, and by not taking notes or by not bookmarking it. So it is a huge problem. This application will be a solution for those people, those users. So what are the features that we have in this application? Login, sign up, add notes, edit, update notes, delete notes. So the third question of this application is what are the features. So, and second thing is to be user stories. So this will go something like, as a user I want to be able to do a X so that I can get some X, kind of like that. So the first point is to be, as a user I want to be able to create notes so that it helps to store my memories, notes or ideas. And the second thing will be, as a user I want to be able to register and log in so that I can access my ideas anywhere and anytime. As a user I want to be able to edit and update and delete my notes so that I can manage my ideas or notes easily. So what are the pages that we are having in this application? So the pages, which involves home page, login page, sign up, index page, which lists all our ideas, and create page, edit page, delete page. So this is kind of a small project, but for the first week I decided to take a small project step by step with a procedural and software cycle. And the next week, week by week, the complexity of the application gradually increases. So I will guarantee that thing. I hope you learn a lot of stuff. So the second thing is task management. So I just created an and now we are going to manage our task using Trello. Trello is an excellent task management application where we can manage our task boards and checklists kind of stuff. And this is the board we can create a to-do or doing, testing, done, and inside of each board we have we can create our own cards, where I can create cards for backend and UI and testing. Though we are going to do UI today, I just drag that UI to the using doing page. So inside the UI we are having home, login, sign up, index, checklist. If you wanted to create a checklist, you just go over here and then create a checklist. If you can also copy items from another checklist. So that's what I have done, in this kind of stuff, because I'm going to do the home page, login page, sign up page, index page, create page, all the CRUD stuffs in the back end, and all the design stuffs in the UI. And when it comes to testing, I need there are two different kind of testing, one for user interface and another one for test for backend. And the responsive test is the test that I can do in front end, and the in the back end I can make sure the CRUD is working properly. Actually, I'm not going to do any tool for testing in the back end. I'm just going to do a manual test. So here is it. So let's get started to design. So I'm using a WebFlow, which is a tool used to create and design our own HTML, CSS kind of stuff, where it will generate our HTML, CSS code easily. So hero section. So inside the hero section, I'm just have a background image, and if you wanted to choose the image, you can go ahead and the background section, and you can have that. Inside of the assets, I just place the image inside of this class name. So the next thing is going to be, I'm going to put a navbar. So navbar is under the component section. I can find the component over here, so just paste the navbar, and inside the navbar you can have something like nav link. I'm going to tell that name for nav link. Actually, I already styled this class, so it will automatically change its colors and padding width, padding top and bottom. So, and I just changed the color, text color of about something like a maroon color. And for the navbar, I'm going to set this as a navbar, where it can change its background color to white. So the next thing, I'm going to set the logo. Here's my logo. 220 will be fine enough. Yes, it is. It's cool, really cool. So not everything is our application name, and then I'm going to create a div block. And the container for container, I'm just wait. No, I'm just going to add a div block, and after that only I'm going to set the container. Inside of the hero section, I'm going to place the div block, and I'm going to set the name as hero block. Hero block, and let's increase the margin. To increase your margin top and bottom, you just need to press Alt yes. Now everything is fine. So inside the hero block, I'm going to place a container. Inside the container, I'm going to place a text, heading text. So the heading text is going to be note everything anywhere and anytime. So next I'm going to center this text, heading text, and change the color. And inside of the container, I'm going to drag and drop the button. I'm going to drag and drop the button for sign up. Button. Width of 150 and set the auto to center, and then I'm just going to change the background color. I'm going to use the color picker where I can suit the color. Yeah, it's pretty good. So the next thing is going to be, I'm going to add an about section about, and also the testimonials section. Testimonial, and then obviously a footer. Footer section. In the about section, as usual, I'm going to place a container. I'm going to name that as about container. So inside the about container, I'm going to set add a column of about 2 columns. I don't need a column right here. So the only thing I'm going to do is to add some text. About us. So we finished the about section, and I just wanted to concentrate the testimonial section. So I'm going to set the color, change the color for testimonial. This maroon color, I think. No, it's not really fair. Yes, this one will be cool. Yes, I'm also going to change the background color for the button too. The only reason that the colors are really very saturated because I just added the effect of saturation. So now it will be nice. Yeah, cool. So the next thing is I'm going to add the testimonial section. So for that I'm going to add a slider. Here's the slider, and before the slider, just a typo of heading to mention. No. I need to add a container. Inside the container, testy container. So inside the container, I'm going to add a heading H1 testy to change the color for extra class. And next, add the slider. Yeah, I just changed the background, and something is missing. Yeah, just increase the height. So, and I'm going to add a paragraph inside of this one. Instead of the slide one, testy para. Change the color to white and justify, no, center. And the text block. Author name, author testy. Just a class name. I'm just picking up weird class names because it's already overtime, already getting late to sleep, so please adjust. Raja Raman E. So I think this is it. I'm going to copy that and paste it to another slide, because though it's not really important. It's just a normal static page. Yes, it is. And the last one is footer section, where we can add some footers. So first thing is I'm just going to set the pixels height of about 350, and then I'm just going to add a container inside the footer. Up next, I'm going to add the column. Yeah, column, and I'm just going to copy this H1 and paste, change the word for contact us, and I'm going to type the dummy address of lorem ipsum. Services. And also a text block inside the container. And just I'm going to center that stuff. Add copyrights. Copyrights. Just a copyright section, and you can list out your services. And I'm going to go over here and just list this one. You can list. So the first list item will be for me a login, sign up, CRUD for notes. That's it. That's the services. And I think 350 is not really fair, so this will be quite cool. Just can you change the color of the copyright. So that's it. I'm just going to make a little bit bolder. Hopefully that's it. So that's it, and I think the home page has done. Quite generously done, the home page. So I'm just going to copy. I'm just going to duplicate this page for login. So now I'm just going to come to Trello, and I'm just going to check the home page because we have finished, and the next one is login page. So login and duplicate this, so that will be a login page. Create. So this is the login page, and actually I think we don't need this one, and we also don't need this too, and we don't need about section in the login page, and also the testimonial section in the login page. All we need is only the footer, and all we need is the footer, and 650 will be quite nice. And what I'm going to do is to add the contact form, the form for login, form block. So here it is. Width and height will be auto, and then just change the color to white, and this too. The width for the button is to be about 200 pixel, and I'm just going to change the color of the button . Yes, it is. So, and again, so I think login form was finished, and I'm just going to update our second task, and the next one is going to be the next one is going to be the sign up page. Sign up. So in sign up, we're just going to add a single stuff, which is we are going to add another label and also another text field. So here it should be something like confirm password. So yes, it is, and we just need to change the button name of sign up. So I think everything fine over here. No, we need to change the topic to sign up form, and also we need to create a form to create our notes. So for that, create page. No, I think this one should be as it is. We need to create a notes page. Create. So the things that needs to be changed is the title of the notes. I think I just wanted to change the background. It's not really cool for this one. Yeah. Woohoo. H1. Cool. And then this page. Once we have some drop shadow. For so that we can change this kind of stuff. So create your notes. So that's it. Name, notes name, tips, enter your tips, plain text, sorry, not types, tips. So here we need to add that stuff like description, and actually this is not a text field, it should be like, I think this should be a text area. Yeah, here is a text area. enter your message, enter your notes. Yeah, create notes. Yeah, and I think we just completed sign up page and the create page for this note. So the last thing is going to be our index page. So I'm going to take the home page. Oh my god. Oops. So the stuff is reflected over here, so that we're just going to add the class and change the kind of stuff. So the thing is, it just the changes that we have done on the create page is reflected in the home page, though we duplicated and the classes have been copied. So that's the issue when in doing stuffs in CSS. Not only in CSS, it's issue on WebFlow too. When we change, it reflects the stuffs in all the classes. Okay, and then create page, home page. I'm just going to duplicate this page as index page. This is the final page for us. Index sluggish result. So list page. Yeah, create that as a list page. So we don't need the about section in this page. No, not a footer. We need a footer, but a list of notes. So what you can do is to add a column. Instead of the column, we can split the column into 3 pieces, so that then we can add a div block inside of each column. It should be something named as notes. Yeah, it should be something like height of about 150 pixel, and then not 150, 180 pixel. Yes, I think background of white. And in the hover state, it should be some drag, not this one. It should move margin bottom, margin down. So we can do that a little bit of transition. So when you come here to the transition transform area, and you can add transition just by adding a margin of about the timing, and then you can, I prefer to use ease in, ease out. Yes, it is. Yeah, so this is it, and this is cool. Yeah, rows and columns, notes, copy and paste and paste. So also I'm going to add a text. Also I'm going to add the note 1. So this is the notes. I think this is not actual thing, but it is a rough copy of our stuff. When it goes to the dynamic, we can change, make this a lot more better. So I'm just going to copy and delete this and paste it a new note. So that's it, I think so. And here I'm just going to add another section, another column where we can have two text. I'm just going to copy. I think I'm going to set a link. Link will be much more better. Edit a link. Edit and delete. Well, we can change color. Yes, that's it. Create new. Yes, finally we have finished our entire UI for our Note Everything application. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to update this. So actually edit page and delete page will be adjust in the dynamic stuff, because we are going to repeat the create page. So while we're checking the responsive, I think it will be pretty cool. Yes, it will be a little bit sloggy, but we will fix that in the next video tomorrow. So already it get placed. Tomorrow we'll check that responsive test, and we'll directly start into a backend. So I hope you guys enjoyed. So this is the web, and this is the UI section of stuff. We haven't tested a responsive, and so we just finished all the UIs. We made that via WebFlow. If you guys are interested in coding in Bootstrap kind of frameworks, it doesn't matter, because we're just going to use the HTML CSS inside the ASP.NET MVC. If you have enough skill, you can manage that front end while we code. So that's it. If you haven't know about the WebFlow, it is really a fantastic tool to easily create and generate an HTML CSS with clean code. So it's free, but when you try to export stuffs, when you try to export from the database, try to export the code, it will make you trouble. So that's it for this video. Thank you. Bye.